Your emotional and physical state determines how you approach challenges and opportunities. When you feel confident, energized, and positive, you naturally take on problems with a clear mind and a strong sense of purpose. On the other hand, if you're in a state of stress, fear, or exhaustion, even the best strategies may seem overwhelming or ineffective. The way you feel directly impacts your ability to execute any plan, which is why focusing on your state first is essential. One of the most powerful ways to shift your state is through physiology. Changing your posture, breathing deeply, and engaging in physical movement can immediately alter your mental and emotional outlook. When you stand tall, move with purpose, and use controlled breathing, your brain receives signals that boost confidence and motivation. This is why techniques such as power poses, deep breathing, and intense physical exercise are often recommended to break free from negative mental states. Language and focus also play a crucial role in shaping emotional states. The words you use internally and externally influence how you perceive situations. If you constantly tell yourself that something is impossible or difficult, your brain will look for evidence to confirm that belief. By consciously choosing empowering words and shifting your focus to solutions rather than problems, you can maintain a resourceful and productive state. Emotions are contagious, and the people around you can influence your state in both positive and negative ways. Surrounding yourself with individuals who uplift, challenge, and inspire, you can help reinforce a powerful mindset. Conversely, spending time with those who complain, doubt, or bring negativity can drag down your energy and motivation. Being mindful of your environment and the energy it brings allows you to take control of your emotional state. The key to mastering your state is consistency. It's not enough to occasionally shift into a peak state when facing a challenge. It must become a habit. Developing rituals such as morning routines, gratitude practices, and visualization exercises can help ensure that you start each day in an optimal state. When you take control of your state first, strategy becomes significantly more effective. Rather than overanalyzing or hesitating, you take action with clarity and determination. Solutions become more apparent, obstacles seem smaller, and confidence replaces doubt. By prioritizing state management, you put yourself in the best possible position to execute any strategy successfully. Success is not reserved for the most talented or the most intelligent. It belongs to those who take massive, relentless action. Many people spend too much time planning, analyzing, and waiting for the perfect moment. But the truth is that action creates momentum, and momentum leads to results. Without consistent and aggressive action, even the best ideas remain just ideas. Taking the first step, even if imperfect, is what separates those who achieve from those who only dream. Fear and doubt often hold people back from taking the necessary level of action. They hesitate, worrying about failure or what others might think, and in doing so, they miss opportunities. Action, however, diminishes fear. When you start moving forward, you gain clarity and confidence. Challenges that once seemed intimidating begin to shrink, and the more you push through obstacles, the stronger and more capable you become. Success requires a willingness to fail and adjust quickly. No one gets everything right on the first attempt, but those who commit to massive action understand that failure is part of the process. Every setback is a lesson, every mistake is feedback, and each attempt brings you closer to success. Those who take massive action don't wait for perfection. They execute, learn, and refine along the way. There is a significant difference between passive effort and massive action. Many people convince themselves that they are working hard. True massive action means going beyond what is comfortable, making sacrifices and pushing past limits. It's about doing more than what is expected, making bold moves, and staying committed even when motivation fades. The ones who succeed are those who outwork their competition and keep going when others stop. Consistency is key to making massive action a habit. It's not about short bursts of effort, followed by long periods of inaction. It's about showing up every day, no matter what. Whether it's in business, personal development, or relationships, sustained effort leads to exponential growth. The accumulation of small daily actions builds unstoppable momentum over time, making success inevitable for those who refuse to quit. Taking massive action also requires a high level of personal accountability. No one is going to do the work for you, and waiting for the right conditions is just an excuse. Those who achieve greatness take full responsibility for their progress and refuse to blame external factors for their shortcomings. They understand that action is always within their control, and they make the conscious choice to move forward no matter what challenges arise. The way you perceive the world is shaped by the beliefs you hold. Every decision, action, and outcome in life is influenced by the internal stories you tell yourself. If you believe you are capable, resourceful, and resilient, you will approach challenges with confidence and persistence. On the other hand, if you believe success is out of reach or that you are not good enough, you will subconsciously sabotage your own progress. Your beliefs create the lens through which you interpret every situation. Beliefs are formed through past experiences, societal conditioning, and personal interpretations of events. Many limiting beliefs are rooted in childhood, where authority figures or early failures may have instilled doubts about your abilities. These beliefs often go unchallenged, becoming unconscious rules that dictate behavior. When left unchecked, they create self-imposed barriers that prevent growth and limit potential. Recognizing and challenging these beliefs is the first step toward reshaping reality. The brain seeks evidence to confirm existing beliefs, a psychological principle known as confirmation bias. If someone believes they are unlucky, they will focus on every setback while ignoring moments of good fortune. If they believe they are destined for success, they will see opportunities in every situation. This is why two people can experience the same event but interpret it in completely different ways. Shifting beliefs to align with empowerment rather than limitation can drastically alter life's trajectory. One of the most powerful ways to change beliefs is through repeated exposure to new, empowering perspectives. Surrounding yourself with people who think big, reading books that challenge your mindset, and engaging in experiences that push your boundaries can gradually rewire your belief system. Just as negative beliefs were formed over time, positive ones can be reinforced through intentional effort and repetition. Consistency in feeding the mind with constructive ideas is key. The words you use internally and externally reinforce your beliefs. If you constantly say, "I'm not good at this," or "I'll never be successful," your subconscious mind accepts those statements as truth. Replacing negative self-talk with affirmations and empowering language can reshape how you view yourself. Speaking with certainty, acting with conviction, and reinforcing positive beliefs through action build an unshakable foundation for success. Once beliefs are aligned with possibility and confidence, actions naturally follow. People who believe in their abilities take more risks, embrace challenges, and persist through obstacles. They see failures as temporary setbacks rather than permanent defeats. As a result, they create a reality where growth, achievement, and fulfillment become inevitable. Changing beliefs is not just about thinking differently. It's about transforming the entire experience of life. Success is not random. It follows patterns that can be studied and replicated. Those who achieve extraordinary results are not necessarily more talented or lucky. They have simply discovered strategies that work and applied them consistently. By observing successful individuals, identifying their habits, and understanding their decision-making processes, anyone can adopt similar approaches to create their own success. The key is to recognize that proven methods already exist, and that there is no need to reinvent the wheel. One of the most effective ways to accelerate growth is by modeling those who have already achieved what you desire. Whether in business, health, relationships, or personal development, successful people leave behind clues in the form of strategies, routines, and mindsets. By studying their paths, it becomes possible to shortcut years of trial and error. Success leaves a trail, and following it can lead to faster and more predictable results. Many people struggle because they rely on guesswork rather than proven formulas. They attempt to succeed on their own without leveraging the experiences of others who have already navigated similar challenges. Learning from mentors, reading biographies, and analyzing case studies provide insights that can prevent costly mistakes. Instead of making every error firsthand, studying those who have already overcome obstacles offers a roadmap to avoid setbacks and maximize efficiency. Success also leaves clues in the way people think. Those who achieve great things have a different mindset from those who remain stuck. They focus on possibilities rather than limitations, take massive action instead of hesitating, and see failures as lessons rather than defeats. By adopting these thought patterns, anyone can shift their mindset to align with success. The most successful individuals understand that beliefs drive behaviors, and behaviors create results. Patterns of success are evident in daily habits. High achievers are disciplined, consistent, and intentional with their time. They prioritize learning, set clear goals, and take deliberate actions that move them forward. Whether it's waking up early, maintaining a strong work ethic, or continuously improving skills, these habits compound over time. Observing and implementing these routines can drastically improve the chances of reaching personal and professional goals. The fastest way to transform any area of life is to find someone who has already mastered it and model their approach. And the principles that create success are universal, and they work regardless of background or circumstances. By being open to learning, applying the lessons from those who have already succeeded, and staying committed to continuous improvement, anyone can achieve remarkable goals. The path to success is already paved. It just needs to be followed. True fulfillment does not come from achieving a final goal, but from the continuous process of growth and improvement. When people feel stagnant, they experience frustration, boredom, or even depression, regardless of how much success they've already attained. Progress, whether in personal development, relationships, career, or health, creates a sense of purpose and excitement. The feeling of moving forward, no matter how small the step, fuels long-term happiness. Growth provides a deep sense of satisfaction because it aligns with human nature. People are wired to evolve, learn, and expand their capabilities. When they push themselves beyond their comfort zones and develop new skills or overcome obstacles, they feel a sense of accomplishment. This progress builds confidence and reinforces the belief that they have control over their life. Without growth, even the most luxurious lifestyles can feel empty and unfulfilling. Challenges and setbacks, rather than being sources of frustration, can actually contribute to happiness when they are viewed as part of the journey. Overcoming difficulties forces people to adapt, think creatively, and become stronger versions of themselves. Without resistance, there is no progress, and without progress, happiness fades. Those who embrace challenges as opportunities for growth maintain a higher level of fulfillment in the long run. Success alone does not guarantee lasting happiness if there is no continuous movement forward. Many high achievers feel dissatisfied after reaching their goals because they no longer have something to strive for. This is why even after attaining wealth, fame, or recognition, some individuals still seek new challenges, whether in business, personal development, or contribution to society. The act of improving and expanding is what keeps life meaningful. Progress also strengthens relationships and deepens personal connections. When people grow together, whether in friendships, romantic relationships, or professional partnerships, they create stronger bonds. Supporting each other's progress fosters mutual respect and shared experiences that lead to lasting happiness. In contrast, relationships that lack growth often become stagnant and unfulfilling over time. The key to lasting happiness is making progress a lifelong pursuit. There is no final destination where everything is perfect, but there is always an opportunity to improve, evolve, and push beyond previous limits. By constantly setting new goals, learning new skills, and challenging themselves, people create an endless cycle of fulfillment. The journey itself, rather than any single achievement, becomes the greatest source of joy.